Like, what is that? Like, how do you go from here? Like, is there any run fits? Like, that's just a gash right up the middle.
The Pittsburgh Steelers defense got absolutely destroyed by the Buffalo Bills offense, allowing 249 yards rushing, the most at home in Pittsburgh since the 1900s. So what better way to describe how the Pittsburgh Steelers were absolute trash than Brian Baldwinger breaking it down? This breakdown is done by Baldy NFL. That's his handle on X. Go ahead and follow him. Does a great job breaking down NFL games and film every single week on every team. Also subscribe to this channel with notifications on for more highlights and analysis just like this. Now, let's get right back into the breakdown.
Let's take a look at the anatomy of this fourth down play. 4th and 1 in the third quarter. All right, Buffalo's up 10-7. Critical play. All right, can you stop them on 4th down, get the ball back? Dawson Knox goes in motion. Little trip set, tight trip set here to the left. All right, now, you're going to get motion back across. Here we go. Let's start the play. Now, you get a rub here between Ty Johnson and Dawson Knox, and nobody covers Knox. He's wide open. He's screaming for the ball. All right, now, let's back it up. The Steelers blitz Brandon Eccles off the edge. He comes free hitter, coming at Josh Allen. Josh gives him the fake, gets him up in the air, and then he steps underneath. Now, we got Keon Coleman over here. He's running just a stab cross. Right? Asante Samuel looks like he's in man coverage on him. All right, but he's got no leverage at all. So when Josh steps up, he's basically got two guys with their arms in the air. He's got Keon Coleman here, and he's got Dawson Knox. And he takes the touchdown throw to Keon Coleman. It's been a while since he's been in the end zone. And that really, the celebration was on. But the Steelers broke down as well. Josh Allen made him pay. It was not a good omen that on the game's very first play, James Cook would press the hole and bounce this off the Steelers' left side here, where there was no contain, and he went 19 yards untouched until Jalen Ramsey pushed him out of bounds. So you watch this here, a reduced front right here. All right, watch Alec Anderson, the new right tackle in this game. Watch the effort right here to try and block James Cook, who's sitting in the hole, ready to make that tackle, and he gets to him. And there goes Ray Davis, right up the middle, all right, for 15 yards. Like now you watch this right here. Here's the cutback. Hat on a hat. Nobody's getting off a block here. Great blocking by Buffalo. That guy, Jackson Hawes, has been a great rookie, all right? They had 20 runs of 5 yards or more. They had 11 runs of 8 plus, of 8 yards or more. The tackling was atrocious, all right? Now you get this right here. You got numbers here, all right? You got the strong side. You got 5 Steelers over here. You got numbers in your favor. Let's see what happens, all right? Now, everybody gets blocked. Shavers gets a block right there on the safety. Missed tackle by the corner. And Cook goes for 14. And then this run right here, right up the middle. It's as if the safeties right here are looking to be blocked. And there goes James Cook right up the middle for 31 yards. This was not a good day. 250 yards rushing. They had 6 explosive runs of 12 yards or more. Like, what is that? Like, how do you go from here? Like, is there any run fits? Like, that's just a gash right up the middle. This is a great job by Buffalo. 2 backup tackles in there blocking, right? Don't have to throw the ball very much. Go on the road. You can see. Like, you just see the body language at the end here. Pittsburgh knows they're defeated. That's what happens when you run the ball down somebody's throat. Wasn't a whole lot to like about this Steelers defense. Nick Herbig, though, showed up. Like, he continues to still get off blocks, set the edge, take down Ray Davis right there for a 2-yard loss. You got James Cook here. He's going to bounce this to the outside. All right, he gets stretched, and here comes Herbig off the block. Pops that ball loose. Recovered by Patrick Queen. They seem pretty excited. Got a little Nick Herbig skip going on right here. Little celebration. And if you are going to get off a block and you are going to pursue, and James Cook's going to bounce this off the outside like he did, you might as well just say hello to him and give him a good smack. Send them sideways. Send them just smack from a little Nick Herbig. That's 9 forced fumbles for him in 3 years. Leads the team with 12 tackle for losses, 6.5 sacks. So Pittsburgh's up 7-3 as they come out of the tunnel at halftime. This is the first play of the third quarter. Darnell Washington comes across the formation in motion. And Buffalo's going to blitz Christian Benford, who played great all day. When he comes off the edge, Joey Bosa is going to come inside. All right? So it's play action. They want to blitz the play action right here. And they do. And Aaron Rodgers is surveying it. He's looking to get away from the rush. And Joey Bosa hits him on the back for his 5th sack, his 5th forced fumble. And Christian Benford picks it up to give Buffalo the lead that they would never relinquish. But let's just see what happens here on the play. All right, here comes Benford off the edge. So Bosa goes inside. He's working on McCormick right here when Aaron Rodgers turns around and he feels Bosa coming at him. Bosa doubles back right here. And as Aaron Rodgers sets his feet to make a throw, Bosa clobbers him. And there's Benford picking it up off the second hop and taking it into the end zone. And Buffalo's defense scores their first touchdown of the day. That's really all they needed.
So, the Pittsburgh Steelers defense was absolute trash. And it seems like something that we keep saying over and over. You would think the highest paid defense in the NFL could get some type of stops and not allow these type of yardage to be put up. They allowed the most rushing yards in the stadium's history since like the 1970s. And that's a bad look because they're the highest paid defense in the NFL. Because they have TJ Watt on the defense line. Because they have Cameron Hayward. These high paid players who held out of camp because they want to be paid. And then they're finally paid and they can't stop anyone. It's just a bad look. And it's something that happens week after week. And it seems like we keep saying. The defense is trash. The offense is trash. This team just needs to blow it up and kind of restart. And maybe clean house in terms of the coaches as well. Because it just, same thing, year after year, week after week, game after game. Nothing changes. They just look awful. And in this breakdown, you got to see it all. The busted coverages, the busted run gaps, not filling the holes, the safeties not being good, everything. They just weren't able to stop anyone. And the Steelers' defense was just awful. And also, it's just a scheme of things as well. Because both the Bills really ran the exact same run play over and over and over again. TJ Watt said it in his press game conference, saying, hey, they just ran the exact same play over and over. We couldn't stop it. We tried doing different things. We just couldn't stop it. So at some point, it's more than just scheme. It's more than just the players. It's just the whole thing altogether. It's all of that combined. It's not just one thing or the other. If you keep switching your defensive scheme to stop a run play, you can't stop it, then it's not the scheme. If you keep switching the players and the players can't stop it, then it's on everyone combined. The Steelers just need clean house and restart because it's just not looking good. Just making the wild card year after year or barely making the playoffs or missing the playoffs by a game is just not good enough anymore. And the Steelers showed that versus the Buffalo Bills. They're good enough in terms of one of the better bad teams, but can't compete against one of the best teams. So they're just awful. So this breakdown, you got to see it all. And also you got to see the offense struggle as well. Aaron Rodgers, yes, he was dealing with the injury. His mobility looked pretty good, but decision making wasn't good. The scheme of things wasn't good. Everything was just terrible, both offense and defensively for this team. And nothing they do ever changes it. They can switch all the schemes they want. They can hire all the players or sign all the players they want, switch it out. They just need a clean house. I'll make a video on that in a different video, but you saw the scheme of things. It's not good. The players doing what they do, just not good. So just in total, trash. Got destroyed by the Buffalo Bills. And at least it was basically on prime time. Yes, it wasn't Sunday Night Football, but it was in a prime time slot. So everyone got to see it. And if the film is awful week after week, there's an issue. And at some point, it needs to be addressed. So hopefully it gets addressed, but who really knows? At this point, this just feels like the standard. And that's a shame to say. But this is the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on this video's breakdown. These are my thoughts And Brian Baldwinger, Baldy NFL, who did this breakdown. Go follow him on X, by the way. Does a great job breaking down stuff and film. I believe everything he said was completely true. The Buffalo Bills, what they did, they just destroyed the Steelers. And at some points, you have to just look and be like, what is this film? Because it doesn't seem it's like NFL quality film that's being put on the table with some of the best players, by the way, in terms of big name people in the NFL. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, but I agree with everything Baldy said. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel on YouTube and TikTok for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news, updates, highlights, analysis reports, everything surrounding this team moving forward. I have you covered. Doesn't matter what it is, highlights, analysis, breakdowns just like this, but also just news and updates. So stay tuned, like this video, share this video so maybe it gets more public of why the Steelers were trash. And until the next video tomorrow, I'll see you guys all later. That's it for me. I'm out. Peace.